Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fallen Sandwich Gaming. We are in the midst with our Let's Play of MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. We are, of course, in the midst of the Legend of the Kestrel Lancer missions. So, Tikhonov surrenders. Mission accomplished, Lancers. Tikhonov is officially ours. Cruce's Lancer Command has accepted the surrender of Tikhograd and the major population centers around the planet. While pockets of resistance still exist, they currently do not possess the numbers or the coordination to be considered a major threat. The 8th Crucis will be indefinitely posted on assignment here to administer the transfer of power to the Federated Suns. From there, they will be tasked with tracking down the remaining resistance fighters and securing a permanent hold on the entire Tikhonov system. As for the rest of the Crucis Lancers, all MechWarriors and combat personnel are granted a month's worth of leave for R&R. All command and technician personnel will remain focused on repairs and refitting our equipment for our next assignment. In a month's time, the Crucis Lancers will be breaking apart into individual regiments for the next phase of the operation. RAT. Once we ship out, we will brief the battalion on our next objective. For now, get some rest while you can. Be sure to collect any company provisions from the market while we are all still together, and take this opportunity to perform any repairs and refits to your mechs and equipment before we deploy to our next assignment. So, we are departing Tikhonov.
Wave 3 of Operation RAT has begun. From here, the Crucis Lancers will divide and conquer a number of systems, securing our grip of the Tikhonov commonality. The 2nd and 3rd Crucis Lancers' next assignment is to take the world of Tigris. Boasting one of the highest standards of living and well-educated populaces in all of the Capellan Confederation, Tigris has acted as a cultural center and brain trust of the Capellan state for centuries. Bringing Tigris to heel will consolidate the Federated Sun's might throughout the Terran corridor, and further secure our hold of vital jump ship routes into the Lyran Commonwealth. Its conquest will also rob House Liao of a major population center containing some of the Capellan state's brightest minds and wealthiest families, hampering the Confederation for generations. Given the system's wealth and nobility, House Liao has stationed significant defenses on Tigris. With only 2nd and 3rd battalions assigned to this invasion, we should expect to encounter stiff resistance to our occupation, as we will not be able to rely on the same amount of support that we received on Tikhonov. But always remember, the Lancers have already done what not even the Star League could do. We took the unconquerable world of Tikhonov. Compared to that, there is nothing that Tigris can throw at us that we haven't already faced before.
Okay. We're on to the next world. So we are flying through these missions here. Let's just take a look at our mechs real quick. I still haven't gotten the chance to drive the Basilisk, but that is its paint scheme for anybody who was interested in seeing it. Speaking of which, we never painted our Stalker either, so we might as well go ahead and do that. So we'll just apply all, select all, and apply. So let's head on back. So this is the Victor in our colors, and this is the Stalker in our colors. Maybe we'll get to take one of those out. You never know. So no interesting pilots here. What are the Cantina missions looking like? Kill 15 Manticores, kill 25 J. Edgars. It's a heavy rifle. We will just stick with what we have for now. Well, actually, we probably can drop the kill 3 Battle Masters. I don't think we're going to get the opportunity, and the reward's really not all that good. So 15 Manicure was probably better off taking the J. Edgar one for now. Okay, mission briefing. So, Kestrel Lancers. We're about to make planetfall onto Tigris. Aerospace sweeps of our targeted LZs show no opposing forces waiting for us. From what the reconnaissance has shown, mech and vehicle forces are currently stationed just outside the largest population centers. It appears that the Capellan defenders will allow us to land on Tigris uncontested. We believe they are holding these defensive positions anticipating a blitzkrieg similar to our attack on Tikhonov, but that will not be our strategy this time. Unlike Tikhonov, that had major population centers scattered across the planet, Tigris' primary center of power rests in a concentrated cluster of multiple cities and townships called Sigechengshi. That's probably butchered. The 4 cities. To control Tigris, we only need to neutralize the 4 cities to bring it under our control. To do this, the Kestrel Lancers will be dropping 40 clicks north of the city behind a small but dense forest named Euler's Grove. Our sister unit, the 3rd Crucis Lancers, will be landing east of the 4 cities at the base of the Granite Field Mountains. Both battalions will regroup at our planned forward operating bases and then move to initiate a coordinated pincer strike against the 4 cities. Before we can move against the 4 cities, both regiments of Crucis Lancers must secure forward operating bases to prepare for our eventual pincer attack. Our FOB will be located within Euler's Grove. Once planetside, you are to advance along the nav point route till you reach our planned location for the FOB and clear out any potential hostiles that may be occupying its location. Provided the Capellan defenders maintain their defensive positions, we should be able to secure our FOB with only marginal enemy resistance expected. Good luck, everyone. So, our objective is to secure a site for our forward operating base while the planet's defenders are hanging back, defending Tigris' primary population center. Advance along the nav point route to our planned FOB site and clear out any enemies that may be scouting our forces. Euler's Grove is very dense, so if you do engage enemy forces, expect fairly close quarters combat. And we will, of course, just take the cashola. Alright, so now we're 10 tons under, which means I don't think I have a 65. I don't currently have a 65. So I don't necessarily mind being over. I think we could swap the Shadowhawk for close quarters combat, they say. Either that or I myself could take out the new Victor. I'm not sure how it'll perform, but with those LBX-10s and the SRMs, it should do well here. And do I have something 5 heavier? Just the Orion, I think. Or keep the Black Knight in the group. I think the Black Knight is probably the better option. So I'll take the Victor Basilisk, the Black Knight will come, the Shadowhawk, and the Kintaro. Okay. So, the first drive of the Victor Basilisk. Hopefully it goes well. I am a little bit worried because we can't replace the LBX-10 solids if they do go down. I want these on 2, those on 3, and the Assault Hand on 4. Okay.
Tigris is a heavy concentration of the system's populace, clustered around a number of townships and cities known locally as Suga Changxi, the 4 cities.
Suga Changxi. Okay, so I wasn't that far off.
Shielded by a small but dense forest known as Euler's Grove, while the 3rd has made planetfall in the Granite Field Mountains to the east of our objective. We are each set to advance on the city from both directions and attempt a pincer attack to claim the 4 cities. Tread carefully. While Tigris is not the fortress world that Tikhonov was, we will not have the luxury of having the full might of all 8 Lancer regiments on our side. For this campaign, it's just us and the 3rd, so watch each other's backs and don't do anything reckless.
You got it. Alright. So the first ride of the Victor.
Do we have any intel on our op board?
Mio intelligence reports warrior House Hiritsu and current intruders have been stationed on Tigris for years with direct support from Laurel's Legion, a mercenary battalion with direct ties.
Okay, we got some friends coming in.
Beyond that, we have no intel on if those units are stationed here at full strength or only have a handful of battalions stationed here on garrison duty. So our best estimates range from 1 to 3 regiments worth of hostiles in system. That's quite a range, sir. All the more reason to tread carefully, MechWarrior. Continue to follow the marked nav point route to our planned encampment site. Once we've set up a foothold within the system, we'll send out recon squads to see what is what.
Okay.
Davian, I'm getting some heavy sensor disruption. Could be the Liao scouting our formations.
Well, that could certainly be bad. As much as I like the help of another Lance, it's going to be very tight in here. Okay, we've got enemies incoming. So there's a Blackjack.
IFF identifies them as Kerr's intruders, Liao's premier assault regiment. All Lancers, weapons free. Mercenary scum.
Oh, a Raven.
Looks like those Ravens weren't scouting our forces, but screening the intruders' numbers.
Why am I reading Davian serial
Okay.
numbers on these hostiles?
The Confederation lost much of
There's
its
one more
domestic
Raven
production
with an
back in the
ECM.
Second Succession War. Kerr's intruders makes up for that by fielding large amounts of Davian
Get out of the way.
Their IFF signatures.
Easier said than done. Oh, the sensor jamming.
Okay. Alright. The LBX-10s are pretty good. As you would expect them to be, of course. Okay, down. Alright. So I think that's everything so far. Definitely have to be careful. The Victor has already taken a solid amount of damage. And something tells me we're going to go through this LB-10 ammo pretty quickly. So, just going to have to watch our engagements a little bit. Is there still an enemy back there? What's that guy doing? No. Okay. So definitely going to have to try to use cover to the best of our ability.
My sensors are all over the place. We can't shoot straight with all this interference. Someone take those ravens out.
The Ravens are very cool mechs.
Raptor unit prosecuting mercenary mechs.
What the hell? A charger just chewed through my torso with a large bore autocannon.
That must be one of those new variants whipped up by Health.
Okay.
Focus on taking them down quickly. Those are carrying more than just pop cap lasers and can be quite lethal up close. Approach them
Okay.
with caution.
Whoa! Watch out! Oh! Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean that
Keep on them, Lancers.
that LB-10X definitely does some work. Okay. Just got to be extra careful not to lose that LB-10X because without it, I'm not sure the Victor is going to be anywhere near as effective. I will say this though, at least the Victor really doesn't have any heat issues, from what I can tell so far, through the initial engagements. Our backup Lance is getting a little lost, it seems. Oh. Okay. Oop. Okay, come on. That guy needs to get out of the way. Okay, that's taken care of. And there's one more blackjack, albeit it's already a little bit crippled.
Priority target received.
But luckily, it looks like my team's gonna get it down. Alright. Nice. Alright. So it looks like there's one last section coming up, but we got to be really, really careful on this last engagement. Like I said, definitely don't want to lose any parts for the Victor. It's a very specifically built machine. So anything we can do to kind of limit how much damage we take is going to be extremely necessary. It would also help if our allied Lance could just get their act together a little bit. But what are you going to do, right? Alright, so there's kind of this wall here. So that does that open up to the right? It does. I don't really like that. Come on. Watch out. Alright, got his leg down. Yeah, I know. Get out of the way. Alright, so we headshot that one. Okay, so we are unfortunately out of LBX ammo. But I do think this might be the end right here. Just the final blackjack. Okay. So I think we managed to do it.
The third is counting on us to be in position for our joint assault. We need to save our manpower for the fight ahead. Continue along to the marked nav points. We still need to reach and secure our forward operating base. Great work, Commander.
All right.
Took a beating, but crippling Kurz intruders takes a Key Liao assault battalion off the board. You've provided a great service to House Davion this day. This should make our engagements with the elite warrior house troops easier.
Okay, so not bad at all. You know, that was a lot of sustained combat, one right after the other, so I'm not really concerned that we ran out of ammo. I'm a lot happier that we got out of there with everything intact. But, you know, kind of not the Victor's, not the best Victor, not the best mission for the Victor is what I'm trying to say. You know, it's definitely more of a ranged mech. It doesn't have the armor to kind of brawl. But yeah, look at that, 1,300, almost 1,400 damage. It's pretty darn good, so... and we got a Zeus as a reward, the Zeus 5T. That's pretty interesting. Okay. So it's an 80-ton mech, 2 medium lasers, ER large laser, ER PPC, LRM-15 stream with Artemis. Do we want to take that over the Charger, maybe? To be honest, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if I would want to use this either. It's very similar to the Charger. I feel like it would pair up with the Charger pretty well, actually. Less armor is the thing. A lot more cooling. Is it a good replacement for the Warhammer? The Awesome? It might be better... It's pretty similar to the Awesome, to be fair. But maybe we replace it, the Battlemaster, with this? I'm not sure. For now, let's just send it to... Well, it sure would be a shame, right, not to use it. Maybe it's time to retire the Shadowhawk. Let's do that. Let's take a look at the mechs real quick. So the Kintaro didn't take much damage. The Black Knight lost a leg, which is never good. Luckily, we can repair it, but it's going to take 30 days. So he's probably out of the lineup. We did lose an SRM2, which is aggravating. But otherwise, not too bad. 22 days to fix the Victor. Let's take a look at this Zeus real quick. So it is rocking a lot of double heat sinks, which makes sense. Put the ammo in the leg. Single LRM ammo for 15. It does not feel like a lot. The ER-PPC probably could drop for just another ER large laser. We do have ER large laser short bursts. Actually, the other ER large laser is on the... Yeah, it's on the King Crab, isn't it? So, could do this. Could go for the short bursts. You lose a little bit of firepower, but you get to fire a little more quickly. That could work. This is a medium slot, so I still think I like the regular medium lasers overall. Could go for tier 4 ones since they're torso slots. So what's the actual range on this? Oh, 1,000 meters. So yeah, that's still pretty good. And then what? We could either stick... Well, we can stick another LRM Artemis in, and that's pretty good. And then we can get another single heatsink in. Or no, we probably want to max the armor. Right? That's probably what we want to do. That feels low now. Okay, so we'll only be able to do 63 on the legs. Okay, that feels fine. Yeah, that feels fine. So that's gonna take roughly 30 days to do. But I think I'm happy to do it that way. Probably can just sell the Shadowhawk at this point. I don't see it coming back in rotation. Equipment-wise, I did not check any of this. Yeah, the only thing I'm really interested in buying here is double heat sinks or UX or LBXs, which I don't see any of. Yeah, nothing else I'm really interested in buying here. So let's go ahead, just take a look at the pilots real quick. Take a look at the cantina real quick. Okay, let's go to the mission briefing. So, Lancers, fantastic work demolishing Kerr's intruders. Crushing a Premier Liao assault command is no easy feat for even the best mech regiment out there. Our success is a testament to all your hard work and training throughout the past year. A successful ambush like that could have utterly destroyed us, but even with our significant losses, everyone should be proud that they rose to the challenge and fought off oblivion together. Unfortunately, our brothers and sisters in the 3rd were not so fortunate. The battalion have been held close to their DZ by relentless assaults from Warrior House Hiritsu and Laurel's Legion. And to make matters worse, their MIO liaisons believe that both units are massing their forces with the remaining survivors of Kerr's intruders to make a play at overrunning their position. Marshal Pedroza believes that the 3rd still has the manpower to hold the line on her own, leaving our main executive, Shijichishi, open for assault. We have an opportunity to take the city with minimal bloodshed while the 3rd holds their line, so once Liao commits their attack, that will be our signal to move against our objective. Commander, your forces are in better shape than the rest of the battalion, so you will spearhead an assault against a centralized power plant whose fusion generators power the entire region. Blacking out the region's power will put pressure on Mandrissa Laurel to surrender the planet without further bloodshed. The remaining Lancers will run a support role in this operation, securing the perimeter to prevent hostile reinforcements. Good luck. Liao forces are moving to assault the 3rd Crucis Lancers, leaving it open for us to attack our main objective. While the 3rd draw away hostile forces, we will make a play against the 4 cities. Commander, my forces will blockade the city while you focus on our primary objective. We'll be targeting the region's central power plant in the central part of the city. Prepare your forces for urban combat. Okay. Urban combat sure does sound like a good time to me. We're gonna have to drop everything. The mission actually starts in 30 days, so it does feel like we'll be able to get some of our stuff back in. Man, I would love to bring the King Crab on this. Feels definitely like what the King Crab would be good at. Rollins is actually injured for 73 days, so we're not going to be able to bring Rollins, which means we'll have to probably bring Paris. Paris is the next best. So Paris is back in the group. So the Black Knight is being worked on. I do think it finishes, though. Yeah, it finishes in 29 days. So I definitely want to bring the Black Knight. The Zeus could also be ready. Not sure if I want to bring the Zeus. Definitely don't want to risk the Basilisk with the AI. Could bring the Charger. The Charger's pretty good at close range. And maybe the Stalker. Or the Battlemaster. Let's see. So if we bring the Stalker, we're at 260 out of 270. Yeah, I just don't think I can actually get the King Crab in is the problem. So I could run the Charger. That only leaves us 30. So the Stalker is just too big also is the problem. So the Kintaro, which should be ready, right? Yeah, it'll be ready. And then, let's see. So I would be running the Charger, the Black Knight. We've got 60 left, and we don't have a 60-tonner. So I think just bring the Warhammer. And, yeah, I think I'm okay with that. I think the only thing... Nah, I don't think I would change anything. Maybe swap these two. Nah, Butcher's better with lasers. Alright. So let's do it. Let's do it.
Hostiles detected.
Okay.
Marshal Davian, Lao forces are making...
Now, AC-10 on that. Medium lasers on 2, SRMs on 3, and this on 4. Okay.
You're clear to make your play.
Roger, Marshal Pedroza. Okay, Commander. Our brothers in the 3rd Crucis are now defending a Liao counteroffensive. While they hold Confederation forces at bay, we're clear to make our play against the 4 cities. The region is dependent on a number of large fusion generators that power the entirety of the grid from a centralized power plant. In order to minimize civilian casualties, we want your lance to move quickly and neutralize these generators. Make your way to the marked nav point and destroy all the marked generators. My forces will move to blockade the city and draw out existing defenders.
Oh.
Good luck, Commander.
Well.
Some don't sit right with me. I'm taking out the fusion generators just leads to more suffering for these people. We consider this our most humane option. Our hope is to avoid the potential bloodshed of 2 whole mech regiments descending into the city to defend it. By having a single lance take out the generators, we're hopeful that Mandrissa Laurel will surrender her world to prevent more bloodshed.
New target. There's the power plants, Commander. Let's get to work.
Let's try not to eat all those shots to the chest if we can help it.
One down. Now on to the next. Jackson, help the rescue and Legion mech forces have broken through our lines. We need help immediately.
Damn it. Jesse, I'm rerouting our heavy battalion to assist.
Oh boy.
Be at your location in 15 minutes. Try to hold out till then. Commander, I need to break our blockade to help the 3rd, so be advised. Enemy reinforcements may break through.
You don't say.
Ready to start pickup operation.
Okay. We've got to just get on to destroying this stuff, I think. because we're getting swarmed right now.
This is 3rd Cruises Command. Infantry from House Liao have broken into the rear line and are attacking our command centers. We're putting up resistance, but we can't do it alone. Requesting 2nd Lancers unit to reinforce.
Jesse, our forces are already committed to our assault on the 4 cities. Deviating from the mission plan could throw the entire attack into disarray. Request denied.
Jackson, my command center. It's been hit by heavy autocannon fire. Heavy infantry raided our headquarters shortly afterwards.
Okay.
On our MIIO code box.
No! God damn it all! If the Maskirovka decrypt those codebooks, it could completely compromise Operation Rat.
Second. Galax armor. Tied down.
That's down.
Davian. Jackson. I'm sorry.
Marshal Petrosa! Jesse! Shit, we've lost comms. Commander, I'm rerouting to support the 3rd. Rihanna, I'm appointing you operational commander of this mission.
Okay.
This, then fall back to our position.
Understood, Marshal.
So,
Leave it to Davian's dogs to threaten innocent people's livelihood in order to take over.
oh man,
We'll make you regret attacking our home.
we are getting swarmed. There's only 3 more generators left. Which is funny because it's almost like we've become the defenders here. Okay, Marauders down.
It's about to go critical.
All targets destroyed. Cruises Lancers, fall back to your designated exfil points and prepare to regroup at Marshal Davion's position.
Okay. Oh, there's the evac all the way over there. I think it's time to make for it. I mean, that was a pretty solid mission, and I think we did a really good job with it. Yeah, it's definitely time to just exfil. Let's try not to take any more damage. I will say this, I mean, we used a lot of AC-10 ammo in there, and the Charger is running low, but I don't feel like it necessarily needs more, you know? And we've got plenty of SRM ammo.
Load up, and then let's get to Marshal Davion's position.
But yeah, I mean, all in all, successful mission. I like the Charger. The Charger's a funky little one. You know, it definitely isn't as sturdy as some of the other heavy choices. So we've only got 2 shares. I guess we'll just take the AC-10 burst. Right? There's no, yeah. That's fine. Yeah, it took a decent amount of damage all the way across the board, but it did a darn good job. So, not really complaining. Let's just schedule repairs. Not bad at all. Alright. So, mission briefing. Lancers. Oh, you know what? Actually, let me wrap this episode up here. If you enjoyed what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully we can finish up Tigris in the next one. So, thank you so much for joining me, and have a great day.